Imagine standing before ancient wonders that have witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations, feeling the weight of history beneath your feet. Picture yourself immersed in natural marvels so sublime they defy belief, from ethereal landscapes that seem plucked from dreams to ecosystems teeming with life in all its vibrant diversity. This isn't just a travel guide. It's an invitation to expand your horizons, to challenge your perceptions, and to fall deeply in love with our extraordinary world. Each destination we explore is a thread in the rich tapestry of human culture and natural beauty that makes our planet so uniquely precious. As we journey from the mist-shrouded peaks of Machu Picchu to the otherworldly expanse of the Salar de Uyuni, from the teeming depths of the Great Barrier Reef to the dancing lights of the Arctic sky, prepare to be transported, inspired, and transformed. But this journey is more than just a spectacle. It's a call to action. These wonders, both natural and man-made, face unprecedented challenges in our rapidly changing world. By witnessing their beauty and understanding their significance, we become their stewards, tasked with ensuring they endure for generations to come. So, intrepid travelers, before we set off on this life-changing adventure, I invite you to hit that subscribe button. Join our community of passionate explorers and be part of a movement that celebrates the beauty of our world and strives to protect it. Together, we'll uncover hidden gems, share in the thrill of discovery, and perhaps even find new purpose in our travels. Are you ready to embark on the journey of a lifetime? To see the world through new eyes and return home forever changed? Then let's begin our exploration of the 30 places you must see before you die. The wonders of the world await. Let's go discover them together. Machu Picchu, Peru. Our journey begins high in the Andes Mountains of Peru, at the mystical ancient city of Machu Picchu. As the mist clears and the sun rises over the jagged peaks, the lost city of the Incas reveals itself in all its glory. Built in the 15th century and later abandoned, this marvel of engineering and architecture remained hidden from the outside world for centuries. Imagine walking through the narrow streets, your hands brushing against stones fitted so perfectly that not even a blade of grass can grow between them. The terraces, once cultivated with crops, now cascade down the mountainside like a giant staircase. As you climb to the Sun Gate, the entire city spreads out before you, a testament to the ingenuity and spirit of the Inca civilization. But Machu Picchu is more than just its structures. It's a place where the material and spiritual worlds collide. The famous Intihuatana stone, believed to have been used as an astronomical clock, stands as a reminder of the Incas' advanced understanding of the cosmos. And as you stand there, surrounded by the mist-shrouded mountains, you can almost feel the presence of those who walked these paths centuries ago. The Great Barrier Reef, Australia. From the heights of the Andes, we plunge into the crystal-clear waters of the Great Barrier Reef off the coast of Australia. This living wonder stretches for over 2,300 kilometers and is so vast it can be seen from space. But it's when you dive beneath the surface that the true magic reveals itself. Picture yourself floating in warm, turquoise waters, surrounded by a kaleidoscope of colors. Bright orange clownfish dart in and out of swaying sea anemones, while schools of electric blue tang fish shimmer past. Graceful sea turtles glide by, their ancient eyes holding secrets of the deep. The Great Barrier Reef is home to over 1,500 species of fish, 400 types of hard coral, and countless other marine creatures. It's like swimming in a living, breathing rainbow. But this wonder is under threat from climate change and ocean acidification. Visiting the reef isn't just about witnessing its beauty, it's about understanding the delicate balance of our planet's ecosystems and the urgent need to protect them. The Northern Lights, Iceland. Our next destination takes us to the land of fire and ice, Iceland. Here, on a clear, cold night. Picture this. You're standing in the crisp Arctic air, the silence so complete you can hear the crunch of snow beneath your feet. Suddenly, a flicker of green appears in the sky. It grows, swirling and dancing, joined by ribbons of purple and pink. The lights move as if they're alive, rippling across the star-studded sky in a celestial ballet. The science behind this phenomenon is fascinating. Solar particles collide with Earth's atmosphere, creating this mesmerizing light show. But standing there, watching the sky come alive with color, It's easy to understand why ancient cultures believed these lights were messages from the gods. The best time to see the northern lights in Iceland is from September to April, when the nights are longest. But remember, Mother Nature doesn't always follow our schedules. Seeing the aurora requires patience, clear skies, and a bit of luck. But when everything aligns, it's a sight you'll never forget. Petra Jordan. From the icy landscapes of Iceland, we journey to the sun-baked deserts of Jordan, where the ancient city of Petra awaits. Hidden for centuries and rediscovered in 1812, Petra is a city literally carved into the red rock cliffs. As you walk through the narrow Sick, a natural gorge flanked by towering cliffs, anticipation builds. And then, as you round the final bend, the treasury comes into view. This massive fayade, intricately carved into the rose-colored rock, is a breathtaking sight that stops visitors in their tracks. But the treasury is just the beginning. Petra was once a thriving city and important trade center, and its ruins stretch for miles. Climb the 800 steps to the monastery for panoramic views of the surrounding landscape. Explore the street of facades, lined with ornate tombs. And as the sun sets, casting a golden glow over the rose-red city, you'll understand why Petra is considered one of the new 7 wonders of the world. The Amazon Rainforest, South America. Our next destination is a place of unparalleled biodiversity and crucial importance to our planet, the Amazon Rainforest. Spanning 9 countries in South America, the Amazon is the world's largest tropical rainforest and home to an estimated 10% of all known species on Earth. Step into the Amazon, and you're entering a world of sensory overload. The air is thick with humidity and alive, with sounds the call of howler monkeys, the chirp of countless insects, the rustle of leaves in the canopy above. Vibrant butterflies flit between exotic flowers, while hidden in the undergrowth, creatures like the elusive jaguar prowl. But the Amazon is more than just a haven for wildlife. It's often called the lungs of the earth due to its crucial role in absorbing carbon dioxide and producing oxygen. It's also home to numerous indigenous communities who have lived in harmony with the forest for thousands of years. Visiting the Amazon is an adventure like no other. Whether you're taking a river cruise to spot pink river dolphins, trekking through the jungle to see towering kapok trees, or learning about traditional medicinal plants from local guides, the Amazon offers experiences that will change your perspective on the natural world. The Great Wall of China. From the lush green of the Amazon, we travel to the rolling hills of northern China, where one of humanity's most ambitious building projects snakes across the landscape, the Great Wall of China. Contrary to popular belief, the Great Wall isn't a single continuous structure, but a series of walls and fortifications built over centuries. The most well-known sections date back to the Ming Dynasty, but parts of the wall are over 2,000 years old. As you climb the ancient steps, worn smooth by millions of footsteps over the centuries, you can't help but be awestruck by the sheer scale of this achievement. The wall stretches for thousands of kilometers, over rugged terrain and steep mountains. Imagine the effort it took to build this massive structure stone by stone, especially in an age before modern machinery. From the top of a watchtower, the wall undulates into the distance like a giant stone dragon. On a clear day, you can see it winding over hilltops as far as the eye can see. It's a powerful reminder of human determination and the lengths we'll go to protect what we hold dear. Victoria Falls, Zambia/Zimbabwe. Our journey now takes us to the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe, where we encounter the smoke that thunders Victoria Falls. This isn't just a waterfall, it's the largest curtain of falling water in the world, and the sight and sound of it will leave you speechless. As you approach the falls, you'll hear them long before you see them, a low, constant rumble that grows to a roar. Then, through the mist, you'll catch your first glimpse of this natural wonder. Over 500 million cubic meters of water plunge over the edge every minute, creating a spectacle that's both beautiful and terrifying in its raw power. During the rainy season, the spray from the falls can rise over 400 meters into the air and be seen from up to 50 kilometers away. This constant mist has created a unique rainforest ecosystem around the falls, home to species found nowhere else on Earth. For the adventurous, Victoria Falls offers some truly heart-pounding experiences. You can swim in the Devil's Pool, a natural infinity pool right on the edge of the falls. Or, if you're really brave, try whitewater rafting in the rapids below the falls, some of the most challenging in the world. The Taj Mahal, India. From the natural wonder of Victoria Falls, we travel to Agra, India, where human artistry has created a monument that's legendary for its beauty, the Taj Mahal. As the early morning mist clears, the Taj Mahal seems to float like a mirage, its white marble dome and minarets reflecting the pinks and golds of the sunrise. Built in the 17th century by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan as a mausoleum for his beloved wife, the Taj Mahal is widely considered the most beautiful building in the world. As you walk through the ornate gates and catch your first full view of the Taj, it's easy to see why. The symmetry is perfect, the proportions flawless. But it's the details that truly astound. Intricate inlaid stonework featuring semi-precious stones, calligraphy, and geometric patterns cover every surface. Inside, in the cool, hushed central chamber, you'll find the cenotaphs of Shah Jahan and his wife Mumtaz Mahal, surrounded by exquisitely carved marble screens. The play of light through these screens creates an almost ethereal atmosphere, a fitting tribute to what's often called the world's greatest monument to love. Santorini, Greece. Our next stop takes us to the sun-drenched Aegean Sea and the magical island of Santorini. Formed by a massive volcanic eruption thousands of years ago, Santorini is a crescent-shaped island surrounding a vast caldera filled with deep blue water. As your ferry approaches the island, you'll be struck by the sight of whitewashed buildings clinging to the steep cliffs, their blue-domed roofs a perfect match for the sky above. The town of Oaya, perched on the northern tip of the island, is particularly famous for its stunning sunsets. Join the crowds gathering each evening to watch the sun sink into the sea, painting the sky and the white buildings in shades of gold, pink, and purple. But Santorini is more than just pretty views. The island is steeped in history and legend. Some believe it to be the location of the lost city of Atlantis. You can explore ancient ruins at a coterie, buried and preserved by volcanic ash like a Greek Pompeii. Or visit a traditional winery to taste the unique, crisp, white wines produced from grapes grown in the island's volcanic soil. And of course, there are the beaches. From the black sand of Parissa to the red cliffs of Red Beach, Santorini's shores are as diverse as they are beautiful. Whether you're looking for romance, history, natural beauty, or simply a place to relax and soak up the Mediterranean sun, Santorini has it all. The Grand Canyon, USA. From the azure waters of the Aegean, we cross the Atlantic to the sun-baked landscape of Arizona, where one of nature's greatest masterpieces awaits, the Grand Canyon. As you stand on the rim of the canyon for the first time, the sheer scale of it is almost impossible to comprehend. The canyon stretches for 277 miles, is up to 18 miles wide, and over a mile deep. Layer upon layer of red-orange and gold rock tell a geological story that spans nearly 2 billion years. But the Grand Canyon isn't just about the views from the rim. To truly appreciate its majesty, you need to descend into it. Hiking one of the rim-to-river trails is a journey through time and ecosystems. As you descend, you'll pass through several climate zones, equivalent to traveling from Canada to Mexico in just a few miles. For a truly unforgettable experience, consider a multi-day rafting trip on the Colorado River. As you navigate the rapids and camp on sandy beaches under the stars, you'll gain a whole new perspective on this natural wonder. And in the quiet moments, as you gaze up at the towering canyon walls, you can't help but feel small in the face of nature's grandeur. Angkor Wat, Cambodia. Our journey now takes us to the jungles of Cambodia, where the ancient temples of Angkor rise from the forest like a scene from a forgotten world. Angkor Wat, the largest religious monument in the world, is the crown jewel of this vast archaeological park. As you approach Angkor Wat in the soft light of dawn, built in the 12th century as a Hindu temple and later converted to Buddhism, Angkor Wat is a masterpiece of Khmer architecture. But Angkor is more than just one temple. The archaeological park covers over 400 square kilometers and contains the remains of several different capitals of the Khmer Empire. At a Prom, made famous by the Tomb Raider movies, massive tree roots intertwine with the stone structures, creating a hauntingly beautiful fusion of nature and human creation. As you explore the various temples, you'll be amazed by the intricate carvings that cover nearly every surface. Scenes from Hindu epics, depictions of daily life, and ornate decorative patterns offer a glimpse into the rich culture of the ancient Khmer civilization. For a truly magical experience, climb to the upper terrace of Pre-Rup Temple for sunset. As the sun sinks below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the jungle canopy and distant temples, you'll feel as if you've been transported back in time. The Galapagos Islands, Ecuador. From the ancient temples of Cambodia, we journey to a place that changed our understanding of life on Earth, the Galapagos Islands. This remote archipelago off the coast of Ecuador is a living laboratory of evolution, famously studied by Charles Darwin. As you step onto these volcanic islands, you're entering a world where animals have no fear of humans. Marine iguanas, found nowhere else on Earth, bask on black lava rocks. Giant tortoises, which can live for over a century, lumber across the landscape. And just offshore, playful sea lions perform underwater acrobatics, inviting you to join them for a swim. Each island in the archipelago offers something unique, but it's in the waters surrounding the islands that the true magic of the Galapagos reveals itself. Snorkeling or diving here is like entering an underwater Eden. Swim alongside graceful sea turtles, come face to face with curious penguins, and marvel at the colorful fish darting among coral reefs. The Galapagos Islands are more than just a destination. They're a reminder of the incredible diversity of life on our planet and the importance of preserving these unique ecosystems for future generations. Cappadocia, Turkey. Our next stop takes us to the heart of Turkey, to a landscape that looks like it's been plucked from a fairy tale, Cappadocia. This region, famous for its fairy chimneys, tall, cone-shaped rock formations, and elaborate cave dwellings, is unlike anywhere else on Earth. The unique landscape of Cappadocia was formed millions of years ago by volcanic eruptions. Over time, wind and water eroded the soft volcanic rock, creating these fantastical shapes. Early Christians, fleeing persecution, carved elaborate cave churches and underground cities into these soft rock formations. One of the best ways to appreciate the otherworldly beauty of Cappadocia is from the air. As the sun rises, dozens of colorful hot air balloons take to the sky, offering breathtaking views of the valleys and rock formations below. Floating silently above this lunar-like landscape is an experience you'll never forget. On the ground, you can explore the Jeremy Open-Air Museum, a vast monastic complex of rock-cut churches with beautiful frescoes. Or venture into one of the underground cities like Derinkuyu, which could shelter thousands of people and their livestock. As night falls, retreat to one of Cappadocia's famous cave hotels. Carved into the rock, these unique accommodations offer modern comforts while allowing you to experience a taste of the troglodyte lifestyle. As you drift off to sleep in your cozy cave room, you'll feel as if you've stepped into a different world entirely. Antelope Canyon, USA. From the whimsical landscapes of Cappadocia, we travel to the American Southwest, where nature has carved one of the most photographed slot canyons in the world, Antelope Canyon. Located on Navajo land near Page, Arizona, Antelope Canyon is actually two separate canyons, Upper and Lower Antelope Canyon. Both were formed over millions of years by the erosion of Navajo sandstone, primarily due to flash flooding. As you descend into the canyon, you're entering a world of swirling sandstone in impossible shades of orange, red, and purple. The walls of the canyon rise high above you, curving and twisting in smooth, flowing shapes. Shafts of sunlight penetrate from above, creating an ever-changing play of light and shadow. It's as if you're walking through a natural cathedral, carved by water and time. Upper Antelope Canyon is famous for its light beams, which occur during midday in the summer months. These beams of sunlight pierce through openings in the canyon roof, illuminating particles of dust in the air and creating ethereal columns of light that seem almost solid enough to touch. Lower Antelope Canyon, while less famous for light beams, offers a more adventurous experience. Narrower and deeper than its upper counterpart, it requires navigating ladders and stairs. But the reward is worth it. The play of light on the twisted sandstone creates surreal, otherworldly shapes that seem to change with every step. Remember, Antelope Canyon is sacred to the Navajo people, and can only be visited with a licensed Navajo guide. These guides not only ensure your safety, but also share the rich cultural history and significance of the canyon. As you listen to their stories and gaze at the incredible rock formations, you'll gain a deeper appreciation for this natural wonder and the people who have called this land home for centuries. Bora Bora, French Polynesia. From the desert landscapes of the American Southwest, we jet off to the crystal-clear waters of the South Pacific and the paradise island of Bora Bora. Often called the Pearl of the Pacific, Bora Bora is the epitome of a tropical paradise. As your plane descends, you'll be struck by the intense colors, the deep blue of the ocean, the bright turquoise of the lagoon, and the lush green of the central island. Mount Adamanu, an extinct volcano, rises dramatically from the center of the island. Bora Bora is famous for its overwater bungalows, and for good reason. Imagine waking up to the gentle lapping of waves, stepping out onto your private deck, and diving directly into the warm, clear waters of the lagoon. The water is so clear that you can often see tropical fish swimming beneath your bungalow. But Bora Bora isn't just about lounging in luxury. The lagoon offers world-class snorkeling and diving opportunities. Swim with colorful parrotfish, angelfish, and butterfly fish. If you're lucky, you might even encounter gentle manta rays or reef sharks. For a unique experience, try a guided jet ski tour around the island, or hike up Mount Onemu for panoramic views of the lagoon and surrounding motus, small islands. As the day winds down, settle in for a spectacular sunset. Watch as the sky transforms into a canvas of oranges, pinks, and purples, reflected perfectly in the still waters of the lagoon. With a tropical cocktail in hand and the sound of gentle waves in your ears, you'll understand why Bora Bora is considered one of the most beautiful places on Earth. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. Our journey now takes us to the high altitudes of Bolivia, where we encounter one of the most surreal landscapes on the planet, Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat. Covering over 4,000 square miles, Salar de Uyuni is what remains of several prehistoric lakes. The salt crust, several feet thick in the center, creates a perfectly flat surface that stretches as far as the eye can see. During the dry season, the salt flat is a dazzling white expanse that seems to merge with the horizon, creating an otherworldly landscape that plays tricks on your sense of perspective. But it's during the rainy season that Salar de Uyuni truly transforms into something magical. A thin layer of water covers the salt, turning the entire area into the world's largest mirror. The sky is perfectly reflected on the ground, creating the illusion of walking on clouds. It's a photographer's dream and a truly mind-bending experience. Don't miss the chance to visit Incahuasi Island, a rocky outcrop in the middle of the salt flat covered in giant cacti. Some of these cacti are over 1,000 years old and can reach heights of over 30 feet. From the top of the island, you'll have 360-degree views of the salt flat stretching to the horizon in every direction. As night falls, the salt flat becomes an ideal spot for stargazing. With no light pollution in the reflective surface of the salt, it feels as if you're floating in a sea of stars. It's a humbling and awe-inspiring experience that will stay with you long after you've left Bolivia. The Great Migration, Tanzania and Kenya. From the otherworldly salt flats of Bolivia, we travel to the vast savannas of East Africa to witness one of nature's most spectacular events, the Great Migration. This annual movement of over 2 million wildebeest, along with hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles, is often called the greatest show on Earth. Picture yourself in a hot air balloon floating above the Serengeti. As far as the eye can see, the plains are dark with the moving mass of animals. The thundering of hooves and the calls of the animals create a primal symphony. This is nature at its most raw and powerful. The migration is a year-round event, with the herds moving in a clockwise circle through Tanzania's Serengeti National Park and Kenya's Masai Mara in search of fresh grass and water. One of the most dramatic moments occurs when the herds cross the Mara River. Thousands of animals plunge into the crocodile-infested waters, creating a frenzy of splashing and movement. It's a life-and-death struggle that epitomizes the harsh realities of life on the African savanna. But the Great Migration isn't just about wildebeest. It attracts a host of predators, from lions and cheetahs to hyenas and wild dogs. Witnessing a lion hunt amidst the migrating herds is a heart-pounding experience that brings home the true meaning of survival of the fittest. Whether you choose to witness the migration from a hot air balloon, a safari vehicle, or a tented camp on the plains, it's an experience that will leave you in awe of the power and majesty of nature. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, China. Our next destination takes us to the misty mountains of Hunan Province in China, to a place that seems to defy gravity, Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is famous for its towering sandstone pillars, lush forests, and deep ravines shrouded in mist. As you enter the park, you'll feel as if you've stepped into a Chinese landscape painting come to life. Thousands of sandstone pillars, some over 1,000 feet tall, rise dramatically from the forest floor. These pillars were formed over millions of years by physical erosion, creating a landscape that's both beautiful and otherworldly. One of the most famous spots in the park is Tianzi Mountain. Take a cable car to the summit for breathtaking views of the surrounding peaks and valleys. On misty days, the pillars seem to float in a sea of clouds, creating a scene straight out of a fantasy movie. In fact, this landscape was the inspiration for the floating mountains in the movie Avatar. For the truly adventurous, don't miss the chance to walk on the glass bridge in the Grand Canyon area of the park. This transparent walkway, suspended 300 meters above the canyon floor, offers heart-stopping views and an unforgettable adrenaline rush. As you explore the park's many trails, keep an eye out for the diverse wildlife that calls this place home. From rare salamanders to the elusive clouded leopard, Zhangjiajie is a haven for many species. The haunting call of gibbons echoing through the misty valleys adds to the magical atmosphere of this unique landscape. Yellowstone National Park, USA. Our journey now takes us to the heart of the American West, to the wonderland of geothermal activity that is Yellowstone National Park. Established in 1872 as the world's first national park, Yellowstone is a testament to the raw power and beauty of nature. As you enter the park, you're stepping onto a massive supervolcano. Don't worry, though while it's still active, it's not expected to erupt anytime soon. This volcanic activity is responsible for the park's most famous features, its geysers, hot springs, and mud pots. No visit to Yellowstone is complete without seeing Old Faithful, the park's most famous geyser. Watch in awe as it erupts on a predictable schedule, shooting thousands of gallons of boiling water up to 185 feet into the air. But Old Faithful is just one of over 10,000 geothermal features in the park. But Yellowstone isn't just about geothermal wonders. The park is home to an incredible diversity of wildlife. Herds of bison roam freely, often causing bison jams on the park roads. Keep your eyes peeled for elk, moose, and if you're lucky, you might spot a grizzly bear or a pack of wolves. As you explore the park's many trails, you'll encounter breathtaking landscapes at every turn. From the plunging waterfalls of the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone to the serene beauty of Yellowstone Lake, the park offers a stunning variety of natural wonders. Torres del Paine National Park, Chile. From the misty mountains of China, we travel to the windswept wilderness of Patagonia and the stunning Torres del Paine National Park in Chile. This park is a showcase of nature at its most dramatic, with soaring mountains, azure lakes, and sprawling glaciers. The park's centerpiece is the Paine Massif, a group of granite peaks formed by the uplift of igneous rock. The most famous of these are the Torres Towers, themselves three distinctive granite peaks that rise sharply into the sky. Watching the sunrise paint these towers in shades of red and gold is an unforgettable experience that draws hikers from around the world. But Torres del Paine is more than just mountains. The park is home to an incredible diversity of landscapes. You can hike through southern beech forests, stand in awe before massive glaciers like Gray Glacier, and watch icebergs float serenely on turquoise lakes. Wildlife enthusiasts will be in heaven here. The park is home to herds of guanacos, a relative of the llama, and if you're lucky, you might spot the elusive puma or Andean condor. Flocks of flamingos add splashes of pink to the landscape, while the distinctive horns of the huemul, South Andean deer can sometimes be seen silhouetted against the skyline. For the ultimate Torres del Paine experience, consider hiking the famous W Trek. This multi-day hike takes you through some of the park's most spectacular scenery, from the base of the Torres to the French Valley and the shores of Grey Lake. Camping under the stars, with the Southern Cross overhead and the silhouette of the Paine Massif on the horizon, is an experience you'll never forget. Banaway Rice Terraces, Philippines. Our journey now takes us to the lush mountains of Luzon in the Philippines, where we encounter the awe-inspiring Banaway Rice Terraces. Often called the eighth wonder of the world, these terraces were carved into the mountainsides by the Ifugao people over 2,000 years ago. As you gaze upon this landscape, you'll be struck by the sheer scale of human ingenuity and perseverance. The terraces stretch as far as the eye can see, following the contours of the mountains in an intricate tapestry of green. It's estimated that if the terraces were laid end to end, they would stretch halfway around the world. But the Banaway Rice Terraces are more than just a pretty view. They represent a masterpiece of engineering, an ancient irrigation system that continues to function to this day. The terraces are fed by an elaborate system of dams, sluices, and channels that bring water from the mountaintop forests down to the fields. For the best views, head to the Banaway viewpoint early in the morning. As the mist lifts, revealing the cascading terraces below, you'll understand why these terraces are often described as stairways to heaven. To truly appreciate the terraces, take a guided hike through the neighboring villages. You'll walk along the edges of the terraces, marveling at their construction and learning about the Ifugao culture that created and maintains them. The Ifugao people still practice many of their traditional customs, and you might have the chance to see a performance of their native dances or sample traditional rice wine. Banff National Park, Canada. From the vibrant coral reefs of Australia, we now journey to the towering peaks and pristine lakes of Banff National Park in Canada. Picture yourself standing at the shores of Lake Louise, its turquoise waters reflecting the snow-capped peaks of the Canadian Rockies. The air here is crisp, filled with the scent of pine, and the surrounding wilderness is as serene as it is wild. Hike through dense forests, where elk and grizzly bears roam, or take a scenic drive along the Icefields Parkway, one of the most stunning roads in the world, offering jaw-dropping views at every turn. In the winter, Banff transforms into a snowy wonderland, perfect for skiing, snowshoeing, and ice skating on frozen lakes. Banff's combination of rugged beauty and tranquility is an outdoor lover's paradise, a place where you can truly disconnect from the world and reconnect with nature. Plitvice Lakes National Park, Croatia. Our next destination takes us to the magical landscapes of Plitvice Lakes National Park in Croatia. Picture a series of 16 terraced lakes cascading into one another, their waters shifting between shades of emerald, turquoise, and sapphire. Wooden footbridges wind through this enchanted landscape, leading you through forests so lush it feels like stepping into a dream. The air is filled with the sound of rushing waterfalls, the largest of which thunders down 78 meters into the clear waters below. As you explore the park, keep an eye out for the wildlife that calls this haven home, from deer and wolves to rare bird species. Plitvice Lakes is a nature lover's paradise, offering a tranquil escape into one of the most stunning natural wonders in Europe. Every step through this park feels like walking through a living, breathing painting. Mount Everest Base Camp, Nepal. From the waterfalls of Croatia, we ascend to the roof of the world Mount Everest. Imagine standing at the foot of the tallest mountain on Earth, surrounded by towering snow-capped peaks that stretch as far as the eye can see. The journey to Everest Base Camp is not just a physical trek, it's a mental and spiritual challenge. As you hike through the Khumbu Valley, passing ancient Buddhist monasteries and colorful prayer flags fluttering in the wind, you'll feel the deep connection between the people and the mountains. At Base Camp, you stand in the shadow of Everest, where climbers from around the world gather in hopes of summiting the mighty peak. But even if you never reach the top, just standing here, surrounded by the awe-inspiring majesty of the Himalayas, is a life-changing experience. Merine Lake, Canada. Whether you're paddling a canoe through the calm, crystal-clear waters or hiking along trails that lead to even more spectacular views, Merine Lake is the kind of place that leaves you speechless. The beauty here is otherworldly, a perfect blend of tranquility and grandeur. It's no wonder that Merine Lake has become one of the most photographed spots in Canada. a place where nature's artistry is on full display. Fiordland National Park, New Zealand. From the crystal-clear waters of Merine Lake, we travel to the dramatic fjords of New Zealand's Fiordland National Park. Imagine steep cliffs rising straight out of dark glassy waters, waterfalls cascading down from great heights, and mist drifting through the valleys. Fiordland is home to the famous Milford Sound, a place so awe-inspiring that it leaves even the most seasoned travelers speechless. As you cruise through the fjords, dolphins leap in the wake of your boat, and seals bask lazily on rocky shores. The rainforests that cling to the cliffs are so dense and untouched that they feel prehistoric, and the waterfalls, some of the tallest in the world, thunder into the deep waters below. Fiordland's beauty is wild, raw, and untamed, a place where you can truly feel the power of nature. Hallat, Austria. From the wilds of New Zealand, we journey to the charming village of Hallat, nestled between a sparkling lake and the towering Dachstein Alps in Austria. Imagine a postcard-perfect village where pastel-colored houses line the shore and swans glide gracefully across the water. The beauty of Hallat is timeless, like stepping into a fairy tale. Wander through its narrow cobblestone streets, where every corner reveals a new, picture-perfect scene. Visit the ancient salt mines that date back thousands of years, or take a boat ride across the lake for panoramic views of the village and the surrounding mountains. In winter, Hallat is blanketed in snow, turning it into a magical winter wonderland. And in summer, vibrant flowers spill from every windowsill. Halstat's charm is undeniable, a place where time seems to slow down and every moment is pure joy. Cinque Terre, Italy. Next, we travel to the rugged coast of Italy, to the 5 picturesque villages that make up Cinque Terre. Imagine brightly colored houses perched precariously on cliffs that plunge into the deep blue waters of the Mediterranean. These centuries-old villages are connected by ancient footpaths, offering some of the most breathtaking coastal views in the world. As you hike between villages, terraced vineyards stretch out before you, and the scent of lemon trees fills the air. In each village, narrow, winding streets lead you past charming cafes and bustling piazzas where locals gather to enjoy fresh seafood and wine. The natural beauty of Cinque Terre is matched only by its cultural richness, making it a destination where you can hike, swim, eat, and relax, all while soaking in the stunning views. Ngorongoro Crater, Tanzania. From the shores of Italy, we travel to the heart of Africa, to the vast Ngorongoro Crater in Tanzania. Imagine standing on the edge of a massive volcanic caldera, gazing down at the lush grasslands below, where herds of zebras, elephants, and wildebeest roam freely. The Ngorongoro Crater is one of the best places in the world to witness Africa's incredible wildlife up close. As you descend into the crater, you'll pass by prides of lions lounging in the sun, and if you're lucky, you might even spot a rare black rhinoceros. The crater is a microcosm of the Serengeti's wildlife, offering one of the most concentrated safari experiences in Africa. It's a place where the circle of life is on full display, a reminder of the delicate balance that exists between nature and its inhabitants. Ha Long Bay, Vietnam. Next, we sail to the mystical waters of A Long Bay in Vietnam, a place where towering limestone pillars rise from emerald green waters. Picture yourself cruising through this UNESCO World Heritage Site, weaving between the thousands of islands and islets that dot the bay. The scenery here is otherworldly, with lush green forests clinging to the cliffs and hidden caves waiting to be explored. As you drift through the tranquil waters, you'll feel a sense of peace and wonder that's hard to find anywhere else. Ha Long Bay is a place where nature has carved a masterpiece over millions of years, creating a landscape that is as serene as it is dramatic. As we conclude our tour of these 30 incredible destinations, we're left with a profound appreciation for the diversity and beauty of our planet. From ancient wonders crafted by human hands to natural marvels shaped over millions of years, each place we visited tells a unique story of our world and our place in it. These destinations remind us of the importance of preserving our natural and cultural heritage for future generations. They inspire us to explore, to learn, and to connect with the world around us. Whether you're planning your next adventure or simply dreaming of far-off places, We hope this journey has sparked your wanderlust and opened your eyes to the wonders that await. Remember, the world is vast and full of incredible places waiting to be discovered. These 30 destinations are just the beginning. So get out there, explore, and create your own list of wonders. After all, the greatest adventures are the ones that lie ahead. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey around the world. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue to bring you more amazing content from around the globe. Until next time, happy travels.